People often ask me if my name Barry is short for something. I tell them yes, it's short for Barack. While that may not be true, it plays well, and it tends to increase my approval rating among female voters. So one of my best friends studied psychology in college. So he's always trying to psychoanalyze me. He says, Barry, as a child, you clearly had a complicated relationship with your mother. And now, as an adult, you are repressed. And after the 5th time he told me this, I said, dude, you're right, okay? I have repressed myself from punching you in the face. And dude, I've also repressed myself from telling you about my complicated relationship with your mom. It actually wasn't that complicated, it was just one night. It was fairly straightforward, as I recall. Before moving to DC, I lived in a country called New Zealand, which is in the southern hemisphere. And it's widely believed that toilets in the southern hemisphere flush in the opposite direction. But that is a myth. It is not true. And if you don't believe me, I am happy to give you a series of swirlies in both hemispheres until you're convinced. It is true, however, that dreidels played during Hanukkah spin in the opposite direction in New Zealand. And that is because there are only 4 Jews living in New Zealand. And they're all left-handed. So they always get that counterclockwise twist on the dreidel snap. Over Christmas, I took a vacation to Costa Rica. Costa Rica? Yeah, it's a breathtaking country. And when I tell people that I took a trip to Costa Rica over Christmas, they consistently respond, wow, so you didn't go home for Christmas? And I tell them no, because the family doesn't really do Christmas. I'm the type of guy who tells dreidel jokes year-round. I'm different than you. And to be fair, I don't expect any of you to put an 8-night hold on your calendar during Hanukkah. It's unnecessary, except maybe that table right there. I encourage, you should all feel empowered to travel during the Hanukkah festival. But when I was in Costa Rica, I went into a surf shop to sign up for a surfing lesson. And I was told, we'll see you this afternoon on the beach. The name of your surfing instructor will be Herschel. Which intrigued me, because my Yiddish-speaking great-great-grandfather was also a Herschel. So I was envisioning my surf instructor to be some lanky Eastern European guy who would walk out and tell me to hang 10. But it turned out that Herschel was this ripped Jamaican dude. Amazingly though, he did speak some Yiddish. Every time a wave would come in and I'd fall flat on my face, he'd say, "Oi, man, why you gotta be such a klutz?" Klutz is a Yiddish word. So always learning something. I was on a first date recently, and I thought it was going really well, because this girl was asking me very fun, personal questions, like, what was the first car that I drove? And what was my high school mascot? What were the names of my pets? But at some point, I got the sense that there was a fine line between taking an interest in my background and trying to guess my password. And strangely, she stopped returning my calls abruptly around the same time that my Facebook account got hacked. Thanks a lot, guys.